What's happening, party people? Man, I am still in Las Vegas right now. I'm 3 days behind. I should have been out of here probably Friday. Anyway, in this video that you're about to watch today was my last day in the Chicago area. I did some work to a Maroon 850, and then I touched back with the white 850, needed the heater core installed and a couple things tidied up. Then I went to a V70R and installed a speed sensor in the transmission. It was after midnight when I got over there. Anyway, you guys take a look at the things I did on this Maroon 850 and let me know what you think labor should have cost to do the things that I did. I think I'm saving people money, but every once in a while I'll do some work for somebody and they'll not agree on the price. Usually when that happens, they trick themselves and not tricking me. I tell people it's basically cost plus 50 an hour. What I figured out that the first 5-6 hours is about $75 an hour. That extra $25 an hour is covering cost. And then, of course, my 50 an hour is what I put in my pocket. So if I travel somewhere to help you, I might spend $40, $50 on gas. Then if I work over 4 hours, I'm gonna have to get a hotel room. I'm not gonna be able to move on to another person and not stay the night there. So usually if somebody has me for more than 4 hours, they cover hotel. I try to get modest, clean hotels and then cover a meal. So first 5 or 6 hours is normally about $75 an hour, and then $50 an hour after that. So doesn't matter to me if you keep me 2 hours or if you keep me 20. It is what it is. Cost plus 50 an hour. I'm trying to pocket 50 an hour for those that are paying. That's in general. So what happens with some people is they'll contact me and say, hey, Robert, how much it costs to change a flat tire? I'll normally overshoot the estimate to try to cover what actually happens. What actually happens is you'll ask for an estimate on replacing 1 or 2 things. And then when I get there, you'll ask me to replace 6 or 7 things. And then you want me to charge you for the 1 or 2 things that I estimated. Doesn't trick me. It tricks you. I don't know why, but it's a common issue. So I can usually do a timing belt job. I'm not the quickest. Takes 2 hours with the water pump on average, unless there's something else going on with it. So somebody call and ask how much you replace a water pump. Well, I'll already be in town. My cost is minimal. It's going to be 2 hours or less. I'm not going to charge you for a hotel room, maybe at lunch. I'll say 150, 200 bucks. Well, it's really 100 bucks, but I'll say 200 to cover it. And then you'll say, oh, we might have a few extra bucks. You'll say, hey, how about if you replace a door check strap? Well, I got to take the door panel off. That'll take an hour. I'll estimate 2 hours on that. So I'll say 100 bucks. And then the fact that we're going over 2 hours, I'll toss in part of the hotel fee. So about $300, $350. Then I'll get there and you'll want 17 things done. Well, that's going to take 6, 7 hours. You get the whole bag. So you guys let me know what you think the work on this 850 costs. I'll pause the video, list the things that I did. You give an estimate. I talked to one mechanic. He said when he has to hook up his special Volvo code reader to read mileage, stuff like that, he charges like $250 just to do that, because it's a specialty thing a lot of people can't do. I don't tell people what to charge for their services, but I do know for me traveling around and I got expenses and stuff like that, or you can ship your car to Ohio, see if that's cheaper to do. Or, man, by all means, the cheapest way to get your car fixed is to fix it yourself. And if you don't like my prices, you can always pay a mechanic to do it, a different mechanic, and suffer the consequences of whether or not they do it right. That's up to you. It's your vehicle. You do what you want. But I try to tell people cost plus 50 an hour if you're a paying customer. If you can't afford to pay, just say, hey, I'm in a bad spot financially. I can't afford to pay. What can you do to help me? And then we do essential things in a time that works for me around somebody else's schedule. And I try to squeeze you in, save you money, save me money, get stuff done that you need done and move on. I promise you, it does not hurt my feelings for people to have somebody else work on their car. That's your car. That's your car. I'm out here trying to help the people that need my help and appreciate it. So anyway, guess what the cost estimate was on the repairs on this car? Not the parts, just the repairs, just the labor. And we'll see how close you guys come. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Kicking off the Tinker Day. We're gonna do some work on this 850. Whoop, whoop. Both thermostat housing screw heads stripped, and man, I tried, so we just pulled them out. Got that broke loose. That will turn out with my fingers now. The other one did. So we're replacing the thermostat and this coolant temp sensor. His fan is running awkward times. Somehow got the wrong thermostat from FCP. So be extra careful when you order your parts. Check the fitment of it. This is not the right one. This is a red block thermostat. If you want to, call me. I will set up a shopping cart for you or send you every part number individually so you can place the proper order. I'll be glad for you to have the right parts instead of the wrong ones. That thermostat is almost 20 years old and it is not working properly. We're also going to change the temp sensor. Placing the radiator, and the intercooler clamp over here is missing the head. It is totally busted. I got to cut that off. We got to get another clamp for that. Also, the front engine mount, the strap for the engine mount is gone. So, I mean, 30 years engine mount needs to be replaced. Next, we're going to take these lines loose, hydraulic line, and the oil cooler line. We're actually going to block off the oil cooler. So, I got to reach in there and do that before we move the car. Let me keep it rolling. So, I got an issue with Asian pumps. I've heard that they have knockoff pumps. I don't know, but this is the one I'm used to getting. It comes in a box that ends with 800. It comes in this box right here, and the sticker on there is WPV 800. These are the ones that I think are exactly like the Volvo pumps. Got the freeze plug there. It's all smooth around here. Asian is a certain size. It's got the date stamp there. 17 year, 08 month. It's grounded off. We believe that's ground off word that starts with a V. It's got this knot right there. And this is the one that I'm accustomed to getting. A guy made an order and he got this pump. Asian is a little clearer to read. It's got this number here, which I think was on older pumps. It's got that word grounded off. It does not have a date stamp on it like the Volvo pumps I'm used to seeing. It doesn't have this notch on top of it like that. The writing on this one is kind of crisp. That digital etching, the digital etching on this one is not as crisp, but it's a different housing. It's a different pump. The one that I'm used to getting has a smooth surface on there. This pump is raised on there. I prefer these, not these, but we're going to install this one, see how long it lasts, and report back to you. It's also got this nub right here. So, not sure what's going on with this pump, but these are the ones I prefer. This is the one I just seen. I'm not sure what's going on here. We have the oil cooler thermostat removed with the oil cooler lines and blocked off. We're going to load up the radiator and get that stuff connected. Replace these lifts. They get old, they leak. Up, somebody put aftermarket ones in there and they wouldn't hold long. You could get them from Amazon or you could get the good ones, stabless. I thought this one, yeah, one of them's leaking. Just don't know how old they are. Not that old. Just put his air gap back in and clipped it in the radiator on the back. We got that panel repaired for the back of his hatch and got that back on. So now his rear hatch basically opens itself. That's really a 30-minute job. If it takes longer than that, you're doing something wrong. Nice and slow, going up. Closes nice and easy. He wants to do a door check strap. So I gotta wash my hands so I don't muddy all this up. Take the door panel off and replace this check strap before it destroys the door. We have a thermostat here. This one is 0522 and this one's 0905. So is that 05 or 03? That's 03. So I try to replace these every 10 years or the first sign of dipping in my temperature. If I'm running my temperature under 190, I want a thermostat in there. So this is a 90-degree stat. Let's get it in there and get this closed up. OEM, probably original pump, missing cogs, T3B, Azen. Got most of the gasket off. I got a piece here and a piece here, and I'll be flying. Let me get that off of there. Contact. Running pretty straight. Got that bushing pressed in. Man, that was tougher than expected. That one was tight. It's always best to get OEM, and other stuff you just got to work with. Looks like we got everything together here. Timing belt on, all this stuff on. We're going to put this wheel on and should be done. Here at the White 850, we're going to do the heater core, change the corner marker lights. He already put his new dipstick in. Look at that thing. Woo-wee. We're going to finish leak checking his timing belt, fill it with coolant, fire it up. Man, I might have the energy to put this mount in. We'll take a look, see if that's something I could do as well. Got the heater core in. Got the coolant filled up. Not a drop left. We're ready to fire it up. Go ahead. Fire it up. Running smooth. Awesome. Let it run a little while. Oh no. Let it run a little while. That's it, folks. We are done for tonight. We got the timing belt cover on. Tighten that up to stop that coolant leak. We got as much coolant in here as we can. We didn't get to that bushing. The alarm horn is damaged. We need to get a cabin air filter, spark plugs, front brake job on the next visit, and maybe a armrest. Do you want an armrest? You want me to find you an armrest?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ship him a headlight, and he'll be good to go for a while. But hey, we got that timing belt done, got the heater core done, got the oil cooler lines blocked off. That's a good deal there. So we're going to wrap it up. We are, folks, for the last job of the night. We're going to change the speed sensor on this Volvo V70R. transmission speed sensor on top. Man, it's 1:14 in the morning. I don't see the owner. I assume he's in bed somewhere asleep. So I'm gonna get this done and get out of here. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. Let me get with it and shut it down. Speed sensors right there. So I'm gonna unscrew that tin on top of it. Unscrew the bolt on top of it. Work it out of there with my pliers or something. Slide the other one in. And screw that thing down. Man, we got a lot of oil back here. It's probably got a cam seal leaking. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, let me get with it. Man, these sensors look very different. This is the one that they installed. Nothing on the tip. Some flat stuff on the side. And this is the one that I got for this transmission. It's got a pickup on the tip, and the side is round. See how that side's got a flat spot on it? I don't know what's going on with that. But see if this goes in. I don't know if I can see in that hole or not, but I don't see anything that would require a flat spot on it. Well, hopefully this will fix this problem. I'm gonna install it, get out of here, disconnect this battery, reconnect this battery so it'll reset that thing and go from there. I'm all done. It is 1:30. I am headed towards Cincinnati. I'm gonna hook up this battery, put that tube on there, grab my glasses, and set this where he can find it. Make sure I got all my stuff, and I'm out. Y'all have a good night or a good day. Thanks for watching. Woo woo. Man, that last day in the Chicago area ended up being a long day. I started on that first car somewhere around 10:30. I didn't get done with the last car till like 1:30 in the morning. And I had a 10 o'clock appointment in Cincinnati, so I had to drive back to Cincinnati. I made it without having to get rest, which is kind of strange for me. I don't normally make a long drive after working, but I had to make that doctor's appointment. It's important. So I got home like 7:30 in the morning, ate breakfast, showered, changed, went to my doctor's appointment, and felt okay the rest of the day. I don't make it a habit to miss sleep. Young people can do that. More mature people can't, but I was fine, so it's probably the first time I missed a night of sleep in a long time. So it's been a couple years. Anyway, I thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. I hope to be in Albuquerque late tonight or tomorrow and get that engine replaced on Panther and move on from there. Thanks again for liking and commenting, and hope you have a great day.